Hello students, today I am going to start next chapter. This is our first practical chapter, chapter number 6, accounting equations. As you all know, what is our basic accounting equation? Assets is equal to liability plus capital. So see what is accounting equation. In simple words, accounting equation is a equation of equality between the assets and liabilities of the business. As accounting equation shows the fundamental relations among the component of balance sheet, so it is also called balance sheet equation. First of all, let's understand what is balance sheet. Balance sheet shows our financial position. It is of T-shape and give information regarding assets and liabilities. See, this is the format of our balance sheet. It has two sides, liability side and asset side. Liability side consists of capital and liabilities. Clear? Capital and liabilities. Why capital is on liability side? You have to give the answer of this question. Why I have written capital on liability side? Because capital invested by owner in the business is treated as liability from business point of view. For business, capital invested by owner is liability according to business entity concept. That's why capital comes under liability side. Clear? Capital invested by owner in the business is a liability for business. And this is our asset side. Here we record all the assets, current assets as well as non-current assets. And at last, both assets and liability side of balance sheet should be equal. So this is the format of our balance sheet. Now what is our basic accounting equation? Assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. Whole side of assets is equal to liability plus capital. Clear? Assets are equal to liabilities plus capital. And we can derive some other formulas from this formula. Liability, we can calculate the value of liability. Liability is equal to assets minus capital, or we can calculate the value of capital also. Capital is equal to assets minus liability. So with this basic equation, we can calculate the value of liabilities or as well as value of capital. Now see, any business transactions will always result in the change in either of the assets, liabilities or capital of the firm. If there is increase in assets, then there will also be corresponding increase in either liability or capital with the same amount. Let's see for this explanation. Suppose one transaction 1 in business. Mohan started business with capital 1 lakh, means Mohan is invested capital of rupees 1 lakh in business. So which two accounts will be affected? Capital account, and on asset side, which will be increased? Cash, because he is investing capital in business in cash. So on asset side, cash will be increased, and on liability side, capital of business will be there. Clear? So 1 lakh asset, on asset side 1 lakh cash will be increased, and on liability side 1 lakh capital. Clear? And both sides is always equal. See second transaction. Mohan purchased machinery for cash rupees 20,000. Clear? So basic accounting equation is assets is equal to liability plus capital. Now in asset, we have two assets, cash is already there, and one machinery. We will open machinery account over here. So our old equation is 1 lakh cash and 1 lakh capital. Now purchase machinery for cash. Which two accounts will be affected? Cash account and machinery account, and both are assets. Cash as well as machinery, both are assets. So we are purchasing machinery, means machinery will be increased by 20,000 and cash will be decreased by 20,000. Both effects are on asset side. See, 20,000 we will deduct from cash and we will add 20,000 in machinery. Now our new equation is 1 lakh minus 20,000, 80,000, machinery 20,000. There is no liability, and capital, there is no change in capital, that is 1 lakh. So again our accounting equation is same, 80,000 plus 20,000 assets 1 lakh, which is equal to capital, means both sides are equal. See transaction third. Mohan purchased goods for cash rupees 5,000. Now which two accounts are effective? Affected cash account and goods account. For goods we use word stock. Clear? So we will open one more account, that is stock account. Cash is already there, machinery is already there. Now we will open stock over here. Now which two account will be affected? Stock account and cash account. Our stock will be increased, but our cash will be decreased by 5,000. So see, our accounting equation is 80,000, 20,000 and 1 lakh. Now we will deduct 5,000 from cash and we will add 5,000 in stock. There is no change in machinery, no change in capital. Then the new equation is 80,000 minus 5,000, 75,000. Machinery same 20,000, stock 5,000, 1 lakh. 75 plus 20, 95, 95 plus 5,000, 1 lakh. Again both sides are equal. We can use brackets for minus. Instead of putting the sign minus, we can use brackets. Clear? Now next is paid rent 1,000. So by paying rent, no asset is creating. So this is our expense. Paid rent is our expense. It will deduct our cash as well as capital. So all expenditure will decrease the balance of cash and capital both. So we will deduct it from cash 1,000 and from capital also 1,000. All expenses will decrease the balance of cash and capital, and all incomes like rent received will increase the balance of cash and capital. Clear? See this example. Mukesh started business with cash 80,000. I have made the format of accounting equation. First of all, serial number, transactions, assets is equal to liability plus capital, our basic accounting equation. And under assets you have to roughly see which assets are used over here. Cash, then purchase goods means stock account, purchase goods on credit. It is related with creditors. When you are purchasing goods on credit, means your creditors are increased. So creditors, purchase furniture for cash. Which account is here? Furniture, paid rent, no account. There is no account for expenses and income. Sold goods on credit. When you are selling goods on credit, these are debtors, which will be created. If you are selling goods on credit, debtors. If you are purchasing goods on credit, then creditors will create. If you are selling goods on credit, then debtors will create. And withdraw cash for private use, that is drawings. And drawings are also our expenses. No account for expenses and income. Now see, we will roughly write over here cash for goods stock, then furniture, and then debtors on asset side and creditors on liability side. Now first equation, started business with cash 80,000. It will affect our cash and capital. Cash 80,000, capital 80,000. Clear? We will put the line, then equation is 80,000 is equal to 80,000. Second transaction, purchase goods for cash 28,000. Purchase goods for cash means goods are increased and cash is decreased. Means we will add 28,000 in stock and we will deduct cash by 28,000. There is no change in liability and capital. We will put 0. Cash will be decreased by 28,000 and goods, or we can say stock, will be increased by 28,000. Then we will put line, and our new equation is 52,000, 28,000 and 80,000. Clear? You have to check always your new equation whether it is equal assets is equal to liability plus capital. 52 plus 28,000, that is 80,000, which is equal to 80,000. Every new equation you have to check whether both sides are equal or not. Clear? 52 plus 28, 80,000, 80,000. Now next is purchase goods on credit. Means stock account and creditors account will be affected. We will add 20,000 in stock. We will add 20,000 in stock, but no change in cash as we are purchasing goods on credit. So our creditors will increase. Our stock will be increased, no change in cash, and our creditors will be increased and no change in capital. So our new accounting equation is cash as it is 52,000, 48,000, 20,000, 80,000. Now check this. 80,000 plus 20,000, 1 lakh. 52 plus 48, 1 lakh. Equal. Next, purchase furniture for cash. Two accounts which will be affected, furniture and cash. Furniture will be increased and cash will be decreased. So we will deduct 6,000 from cash and we will add 6,000 in furniture. No change in capital, no change in liability, no change in stock. New equation is 46,000, 48,000, 6,000, and here same, creditors 20,000 and capital 80,000. Now check whether these are equal or not. 80 plus 20, 1 lakh. 46 plus 48 plus 6,000, that is 1 lakh. Clear? Next equation is paid rent. No new account will be open over here or here. So paid rent 2,000. This is our expense. All expenses will decrease cash and capital balance. So 2,000 will be deducted from cash and 2,000 from capital. No change in other assets and liabilities. New equation 44,000, 48,000, 6,000, 20,000 and 78,000. This is also equal. Next, sold goods on credit 40,000, but cost of the goods is 30,000. Our debtors will be created. When we are selling goods on credit, debtors will be generated. Now see very carefully. Cost of the goods is which we are selling 30,000. So our stock is reduced by 30,000. We will deduct 30,000 from stock. And which amount we have to take from debtors? That is 40,000. Means sale is of 40,000. We will write in debtors 40,000. Now the difference of 10,000, that is our 10,000 is our profit, and profit will be increased our capital. By profit our capital is increased because it is not in cash. Debtors 40,000, but stock is reduced by 30,000. Sale amount 40,000 on credit and stock reduced by 30,000, and 10,000 is our profit which will be added in the capital. Clear? Every profit will be added in capital and loss will be deducted from capital. Clear? Now 44,000 new equation, 18,000, 6,000, 40,000, 20,000, 88,000. Clear? Again these are equal. Last, withdraw cash for private use. Means drawings. Drawings is also an expense for business. Partners withdrawing for personal use. Means expense for business, and all expenses will be deducted from cash and capital. No separate account is opened. 3,000 from cash and 3,000 from capital we will deducted. Now our final cash balance is 41,000. Our stock is 18,000. Furniture 6,000 and debtors 40,000. Liability, creditors 20,000 and capital 85,000. Total of this side is 1,05,000 and total of this side is 1,05,000. Our all assets are equal to liability plus capital balance. Clear? So this is our basic accounting equation. Now if we are putting all these values in our balance sheet, so balance sheet will always be equal. Liability and assets, our liabilities are creditors and capital. Creditors 20,000 and capital 85,000. On liability side we shows capital and liabilities, and on asset side cash, stock, furniture, and debtors. Cash, stock, furniture, debtor 1 lakh, 5,000, 1 lakh, 5,000. Clear? This is our basic accounting equation and practical portion of it. First of all, started business with cash means cash will increase and capital will increase. Purchase goods for cash, it will affect on stock account and cash account. Stock will be increased and cash will be decreased. Purchase goods on credit, it will affect stock account and creditors account. Creditors will be increased and stock will be increased as well. Purchase furniture for cash, it will affect furniture account and cash account. Furniture will increase and cash will decrease. Now paid rent 2,000, expenses effect on cash and capital. Both cash and capital will decrease. Sold goods on credit 40,000, it will affect on stock and debtors. Debtors will increase and stock will decrease, but stock will decrease with cost because actually we sold goods worth rupees 30,000, so stock will be decreased by 30,000 and debtors will be 40,000. Difference of 10,000 is our profit and profit goes to capital account. Next, last, withdraw cash for private use, that is drawings. Drawings is also an expense for business. It will also be deducted from cash and capital. And at last we will get our final equation. Clear? So I will give you some practical questions. You have to solve it in your fair notebook.